Homewood, it's so unrefined. We have to get Moon with the Vulcans behind. Moon over Homewood, we don't think it's fair that we have to look at his big derriere.
Hey guys, it's Brandon with Iron City Kayak, and we're going to talk about car topping your boats. Not everybody has a pickup truck or trailer. Some guys still have smaller hatchbacks or cars. In my case, I've got the small Mazda 5. Remember, this is kayak fishing. This is not about buying a ton of gear. You're certainly welcome to do that. Visit Mark's Outdoors and do that, and buy as much stuff as you want to, as much stuff as you feel like you need. But one of the reasons we kind of got into this was to drive some of your costs down. You bought a boat that was $1,500 or less, and you may have a regular sized car. You don't want to upgrade it to a truck because you don't want to spend an extra $15,000, $20,000 or plus to get to a truck. That's okay. You can have a smaller car and still kayak fish, and it works perfectly well. Again, this is my Mazda 5. I did outfit it with a roller rack. It has like a 200-pound capacity. If you have factory racks, just double check what their capacity is before you do this. But if you, just because you have a smaller car doesn't mean that you have to have a smaller boat. A lot of guys say, man, I wouldn't car top anything over 80 pounds. This is a 95-pound boat rigged out the way that it is, the new Canoe Frontier. And I can car top this one really easily. Now let's break a myth about how you car top something. You can do the full, do this and lift it up and try to manly swing it up over your head and hold it up like a trophy and walk it onto the car. You can do that. I don't think, in my opinion, that is the most effective way to do it. I think you ask for more trouble, not for breaking stuff, because now you got a 13-foot, heavy thing over your head that you're trying to control, and most of us aren't used to lifting that kind of weight over our heads. But just the fact that you're bending over your knees and then trying to sling something up, I think you're going to ask for back trouble and hurt yourself. You can really get in trouble very, very, very quickly. So my recommendation is small boat or heavy boat. Again, this is one of the heavier boats we have. Is to do it the two-step method. Let's put the nose of the boat against the car first, resting the keel in the back, and then let's try to lift the top, the back part up on the boat and on the car, and then slide and position it. That way I'm only lifting a portion of the weight at a time. I can do it in a controlled manner, and I can make sure that I don't hurt myself in the process by trying to lean across a 41-inch boat. So let's do that again. This is one of the bigger boats out there. It's one of the heavier boats out there. I probably have one of the smaller cars out of everybody else in the club with the Mazda 5, and I'm going to show you how we do it. Okay, so the first step is we want to make sure we get the nose of the boat where it needs to be on the rack. So in our case, it's going to be here. I'm going to put the nose on the car, resting it up against the rack. To protect my paint, I'm going to use a cloth of some type. I'll put it just right here. That way the boat can sit on here. It's not going to be on there very long. Something that ideally has maybe a rubber backing will hold better. One of the frog tog, chili tog towels would work well too, but you just want something that's going to protect your paint. In a pinch, floor mat works also. So we'll grab the nose for our boat. We're going to pick it up. Put it right there. I like to do this on grass versus on concrete. Sometimes you get a gravel, and that's okay too, but one, grass protects the boat better, but secondly, it's going to grab a little bit more. So right now I'm not touching the boat. It's leaning against the car and it's not going anywhere. So now I'm going to lift the back end of the boat, slide the boat a little bit farther up, and try to get the back end on the top of the rack too. I mean, I can just do this. See how now it's on top of the rack? I can slide the boat and position it in place with minimal effort, without being a he-man and slinging everything up over my head. I quickly, smartly, and effectively put a 95-pound boat on top of a small hatchback. To take the boat down, do the reverse steps. Put your piece back on, grab the back end, slide it down, front. I haven't chipped my paint. I haven't broken my back. Everything's done. Now, one thing to remember when you do car top, straps, cam straps around your rack and around your boat only prevent it from going up. Prevent it from going front to back is critical too. So make sure you tie bow and stern straps to the front and to the rear. They don't have to be super tight, but they need to be on there. That way you've got 4 points of contact on the rack at all times, and it can't go up and down, side to side, or back and forth, and you should be good to go. So again, if you've got a small car, you can put the biggest, baddest boat that they make out there on top of here. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Moon over Homewood, we don't think it's fair that we have to look at his big derriere.